When a baby comes into this world, you stand in amazement as you watch them grow. Each day another miracle, more evidence that our God is an amazing, loving, awesome God. Just realizing that they will be able to hug you and talk with you and have opinions is an amazing thought. You watch them develop personalities and then independence. And you hope they find purpose and passion, that they discover their gifts and talents, but most of all, you hope they have love. Don Henrickson grew up in a small farmhouse in Coopersville, Michigan, and it wasn't long before he realized he could sing. And not only that, he could sing really well. After winning a Search for a Star contest when he was only 17 years old, he ended up at Indiana University with a full scholarship, soloist for the Singing Hoosiers and the lead in an upcoming opera, in one of the most renowned music departments in the nation. But then Uncle Sam called, and the understudy for the opera took over for him, until just a short time later, when he saw his understudy march by him at Chanute Air Force Base. There's only one understudy, right? Who would do the lead role? Neither of them had a clue. But along with the move to Illinois came a chance to meet the girl who he would be with for 55 years, Janice Irene Selly, a beautiful blonde girl with sparkling hazel eyes. They fell in love big time. He picked her out of a music theory class of 50. He was the only boy. He thought he was pretty smart. Mom said she was the smart one, and she played it just right. Now, Don had someone to share his life with, someone he could love and cherish, and someone who could love him back. 3 years later, Kevin came along for him to love, along with his first chance to change a diaper. Carol and Lynn came along over the next few years, and then Donnie would be added in 1965. Now that gave Don a wife and 4 children to love, and 5 people in his own house to love him back. That's a lot of love. That was the most important thing we wanted for that baby back in 1930. When Don moved to Richmond, Kentucky in 1959 to teach voice at Eastern Kentucky College, he also got a role as Christy that summer in the Stephen Foster story. People were already finding out about this young man from Illinois that had such a rich, booming voice at such a young age. That voice would land him as a soloist in Handel's Messiah in Independence, Missouri. This would be a match that really was made in heaven, and Donald soared to new heights, repeating as soloist over 10 years in a row. Take in a bit of the power of his musical legacy and ministry.
Behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. At the last trumpet, the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
A father, a professor, a mentor, a minister, and maybe most importantly, a man who never met a person he didn't love, who along with his wife created a home that everyone felt welcome at. Even a raccoon was welcome. He had a listening ear and would give you the shirt off his back, perhaps oblivious on occasion, but always pure in heart. Let's face it, his family wasn't 6 people big, it stretched far and wide. The hopes and dreams we had for that baby were exceeded because of a man who knew that there was treasure in the simple things of life, that something like thanking God for everything was the secret to being truly happy. Donald Henrickson, also my dad, my mentor, my hero, with me and my sister's brother and his beloved wife of 55 years, forever in our hearts, forever with his God.
That's where Lenny is.
She's in San Francisco.
And what is she going to do?
She's getting a suntan.
No, I mean, what is she going to do shortly?
Come home.
She's going to come home. It's known as Lenny Come Home Day and Chemo Come Home Day.
Yeah.
Lenny and Chemo Come Home Day. Someday we'll look at that and say, this is when Lenny and Chemo were in California. No, we won't. Hello there, sport fans. How is my son running that thing? He looks very nice today.
How'd you like your exercise today?
Oh, it was wonderful. I had 25 minutes of sheer
Two
uninterrupted.
guys from the Great White
Stress.
That's what you need.
Hi, Uncle Don.
Uncle John.
How are
Hi
you?
there, Zachy.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm just fine, and how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How are you? I'm fine.
All right, I just wanted to say this is Thanksgiving, year 2004, so we don't forget that. It's a gorgeous day. Love it.
What is a what?
Well, you're as fat as me, Donnie.
Oh, woo! All right, baby.
When you press this, when you
I'm awfully sorry it couldn't
My
have been
promise
here.
of a piano.
Wait.
Mother, we're gonna get a piano.
You're kidding.
You would have had a piano last night
Well, I'm sorry.
because you needed me to slave away all morning for you. I was unable.
You took
Look at this,
3
Grandma.
boxes down the
That's
basement.
right.
3 boxes in the
Finally.
basement.
Right.
Yeah, but if you hadn't
We'll
gone
get
to
it
porch for
probably
breakfast,
maybe
Honey,
tomorrow.
I didn't
You would've
even.
had plenty of
I gave
time.
up on the idea of going. That's why.
Dad told me.
that's why you gave
Dad
up.
just said a minute ago he's considering 2 lumps of coal after the way you started.
I asked him to move 3 boxes of
No, you
stuff
told
to
me.
the basement, and I was
That's great,
and I
Dad.
slaved the whole time.
You told me not to go to the porch.
Look at this Baldwin Hamilton, 243 in walnut. Those Baldwins are good pianos. Good call, Dad. Good move.
I thought so.
What do you think, Dad, Mom? What about a big smack?
But she messed up my choreography, and I'm not happy.
Well.
Don't be a Scrooge about it.
Should Mom from Ronzo
Should
in?
have given Dad that bah humbug shirt.
Everybody start. Please start whatever's in front of you.
He don't plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton, and them what plants 'em is soon forgotten. But old man River, it just keeps rolling along